Hi, Dave Goode here with Andy Mapple at the Baurech Big Dawg, France. Wow, Andy, inaugural stop for you. How was it?
Yeah, you know what, it's funny, you know, when you compete for so many years and just competing's in your blood and the sport and the love that you have for it, just, you know, obviously there's a lot of anticipation from other people and also, you know, a lot from myself, you know, to be able to come back and ski. It's been, I think, 8 years since I competed, you know, actually to get in a tournament and go somewhere and do something. So you still have those feelings. That was, you know, to me, honestly, standing on the dock there, that was like, you know, being on the dock of a pro tour or, you know, a world, because you've so much expectations for yourself and just, you know, I wanted to do well. You know, I wanted to do well for myself and what it was, and the Big Dawg series. You know, I have a lot of respect for the series, for what Nautique's done, and just every skier that's involved with it and supports it. You know, I have tremendous respect for all those skiers. They're all great athletes, and I don't envision myself any different than any of those guys out there. I just want to be part of that group and be able to have fun.
Well, Andy, I know a lot of people were anxious to have you here and to see you come back to the water skiing ranks. You've been such a champion. And I would say in true Andy Mapple style, I mean, it was raining all morning. You get ready to ski and the sun comes out. I've seen it so many times. That's
you know, and that was, you know, it's just great to be here. Obviously, you know, the rain was there and what that was, but you know, I wasn't worried about that. I was just excited to ski and nervous. I can tell you, my first few passes, I think I went through left center of the gates. I was kind of like, you know, and it's like I said to you at the beginning, you know, I'd forgotten what it was I do before a tournament, and I felt like a loose wheel. I didn't know what to do, but you know, I'm looking forward to, you know, being part of it, enjoying helping, you know, anybody I can with, you know, my experience of what I have, and you know, I hope that me being part of there and other skiers, that we just make the series better and stronger for everybody, and it just all grows and everybody has fun.
Well, Andy, also out there, you had that competitiveness that you've had. I mean, you had a gate buoy or a 55-meter go out, and you had a delay, and you kept your focus. And
yeah, that was actually that. When I was on the back of the boat, it was kind of like, you remember, you know, because throughout your career, you have a lot of times where things like that can go with you or without, you know, against you, and you know, I just figured it washed in the end. But when I came out of the water, I had to go straight back in at, you know, the 39, the 10.75. That was when I drew on my experience. I could actually feel that, you know, okay, we've been here before. We know what to do. You know, we know how to do the beginning. And, you know, that was experience right there for me to be able to do that.
Well, Andy, and coming back 3 at 41, that's a great score. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I was really happy with that. You know, obviously, you know, my goal was to run 39 there, and then whatever 41 was just extra. You know, that was just cake for that. I actually surprised myself a little bit because I actually got a better gate in one ball than what I thought I was going for. So I just, okay, let's try to ride it for as far as I can, and it was good. You know, the conditions out here are just beautiful. I mean, Thierry and his wife and his family have just done an incredible job for this event, and the support from Europe of, you know, what the Big Dawg series means to them. You know, I was here last year for the event, you know, on behalf of Nautique to help, you know, get the event started, and this year there's, you know, I think we've got 46 skiers for each round or something. You know, I think last year we were at like 28 or something. So you can see growth in what's going on, and that's great to see, and just to be part of it.
Well, Andy, on behalf of all the skiers, welcome back to the sport. It's great to have you.
I appreciate it. It's an honor. Thank you. Thanks very much.
Allez, shoot, William. Tu l'as fait 25. J'ai fait ça 26.
Can I do a quick interview with you two?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Quick interview for you two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Dave. In French?
No. Well, Dave Goode here in Baurech, France with lake owner Thierry Malhomme. Great skiing out there, and champion of the Big Dawg stop here, Andy Mapple. Congratulations. How did it feel like competing against Andy here?
You know, for me it's an honor. It's an honor to have Andy here at home. It's so great skier, so nice guy, sympathetic, a lot of accessibility with everybody. Everybody is happy to see Andy at home. And no, it's, what else?
Walk me through your 39 a little bit. Tailwind, not the best start for you?
I was carefully with the tailwind, you know. I did a very bad pull out. I didn't have enough speed in my gate. I was a boy to boy, but I can run it.
Yes, yes. Andy, congratulations. How's it feel?
You know, it feels really good. I'm just, you know, I'm thankful and really happy just to be able to have the competitive feel skiing again. You know, I came to this event last year with Thierry. I came over here with Nautique and, you know, to help get the event started and what it is. And I mean, I really didn't do anything, but I was here. And when I left here last year, it was really a desire that, you know, this year, 2012, I was going to ski the Big Dawg. And that's what I wanted to do. You know, I respect, you know, everybody in skiing. You know, you ski, I don't know how many times we skied today or what that is, but, you know, it's some really, really high standard skiing and some just awesome athletes that, you know, I have great respect for. A lot of people think of me kind of where I was in my career, and, you know, I was very fortunate, very thankful for that. But, you know, I just want to fit in and be part of this whole thing of what this is. You know, I'm competitive. You know, I had to dig deep today, you know, but it was like some old memories of past digging deep, you know, and, you know, some of my experience all, you know, came back to me today. And, you know, that was a neat feeling.
You had a close call against Fabrizo in the previous round.
Yeah, I took the benefit of a rule that I don't really like. It's a necessary rule to keep the events moving, you know, and I felt really, you know, bad for Fabrizo because I was digging deep, I was scrapping, I was all over the place, and I got forward. But I was a benefactor of that rule, and probably some other times I probably won't be. I'll probably be on the other side. But, you know, it's, you know, Terry and I, we were, you know, if it was a draw, we were going to go back out and battle it out. So, you know, in the final, there has to be a clear winner who runs the most buoys, which I agree with. And, but like I said, I got lucky.
Well, number 1 seed, number 2 seed, you guys met in the finals the way it should be. You both skied great. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for hosting a great event. Andy, it was such an honor watching you ski again.
Very much. Thank you.
Great.